Hello and welcome. Like General Francois Bazaine's failure to take advantage of the multiple paths of victory afforded to him by the Prussians at Marl-le-Tour, this is the Discriminating Gamer. Say, ladies and gentlemen, speaking of military actions, have you heard? Das Kapitän ist tot from AEG. And the captain is dead from AEG. 2 to 7 players essentially take on the role of crewmen on board a spaceship in which, you guessed it, the captain has died. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is kind of a cooperative space game. Again, kind of a spaceship simulator game. And what you're going to do is at the very beginning, you're going to choose a role. And there are different kinds of roles. You have people who are good at research, people who are good at command, people who are good at tactics. You're going to go ahead and select essentially a character from one of these colors, one of these 7 different colors. You're going to select a character who has their own specific unique advantages in the game, and then you're going to place them kind of in the corresponding color where they are on the board. Now, you have around the board various ship systems that are activated in the different rooms. You've got, of course, engineering, a hangar bay, a science lab, an infirmary, the bridge, security, etc., etc., the computer, captain's quarters. And they all have, like I said, the different systems. And some of them have cards saying that the systems are active, and certain effects in the game may force them to go inactive, and you flip the card over, and you have to repair them. Now, at the beginning of the game, you're going to go ahead and, of course, lay out all these cards. You're going to lay out some skill cards in places where they can be accessed from the computer or the cargo bay. And you're going to draw kind of 2 alert cards. And you got 3 different kinds of alert cards. You got yellow, orange, and red, and you shuffle them in their own color groups in that order. The yellow, of course, is the least potentially dangerous, orange becomes moderately dangerous, and red is extremely dangerous. At the beginning of the game, you are stranded. Your warp core is damaged, and you kind of, depending on difficulty level, determine how damaged it is. The goal of the game is to try to get your warp core moving again. But what is going to happen is you're going to draw 5 of these alerts, and you're going to resolve them. So bad things are happening to you right off the bat. Then you're going to place 2 more of these alert cards out in front of you, face up, because all things being equal, your external sensors will be working. You can see them coming. If your external sensors go down and those cards get flipped upside down, you won't see them coming. You'll just know they're coming. You don't know what they are. Now, on your turn, of course, you can take actions. You can move for an action, move 2 spaces, all things being equal. You can carry somebody in 1 space. You can interact with the ship, with one of the ship systems. Or you can, of course, kill a hostile alien in your area with you. Again, depending on what you're trying to accomplish, though, it may cause you to spend 2 actions. You do get, I think, 4 actions on your turn, so you can spend 2 actions to do some of these bigger things, maybe even 3 if you had to. Now, every ship system that goes down is going to tell you what it takes to repair it, how many skill cards it's going to take, and how many actions it's going to take. Now, you're going to get so many skill cards at the beginning. You can go to the ship's computer or the cargo bay to get more cards. But if you have, depending on what your character is, they may have kind of that symbol, again, research, tactical command, already printed on there, and that's kind of your discount, essentially. So if something costs 3 and your guy's already got a picture of 1, you only have to spend 2 cards in order to accomplish that particular task. Now, as these things are coming out, as the alerts are coming out, some of them might be ships that permanently stay there until you can take them out. That means you have to fire a torpedo. You only have so many torpedoes, but you can make more. You may have anomalies come out that you have to go to research lab and kind of figure out, how we can get around these anomalies that are going to cause you problems. You're going to have hostile aliens beam onto the ship, and this is important too because that's one of the ways you can lose. You can, if ever you have to grab an alien to put him on the ship and there are no more aliens left, then they then you lose the game. Again, aliens really don't do much except you have to kill them and spend actions to get rid of them. And again, if there's too many of them, you can lose the game. You can also lose if ever the shields are down to 0 and you get hit again with another ship. That's a way you can. So you want to keep those way you can lose. So keep those shields up. And then of course, if you get through the whole deck, which if you get to red, you're pretty much toast anyway. You will die. The only way to win the game is to again get your warp core back up to engage. You can move it up a level if you accomplish the things that need to be accomplished in order to do it. And it is very difficult to do that while you're trying to get all these other things done. There's also battle cards or battle plans you get from the quarters that can help you accomplish some of these things. But again, if any one of those things happens, you are collectively toast. But only if you get your warp core back to engage can you win The Captain is Dead. So The Captain is Dead is very reminiscent of a lot of other games. I'm thinking, of course, of Space Alert, and it really reminded me, too, quite a bit of Damage Report. Damage Report was a fun game, I thought, and it had, of course, a real-time element. So did Space Alert. This one is a lot like those games, but it does not have a real-time element. It's just turn-based, and then, of course, things come out and they you have to resolve them. Cooperative game. No surprises there. And generally, it's very engaging. I think it's thematically, it's very well. I thought the artwork was kind of fun, a little bit different, but kind of cartoony. But it was fun, but not too cartoony that it was distracting for me. I like the layout of the ship and the board. How you can see kind of each room. It's where the ship systems are, and it's got the arrows pointing to it. I like that. I liked the variety of the alerts that would come up that would cause you problems, the anomalies that would do it. I liked the problems you had to get together on and solve. I really enjoyed it quite a bit. The only real problem I have with the game, again, it feels very familiar. First of all, and that's not a problem. That's not the problem I'm talking about. But it feels very familiar. It's very much like some of these other games. So you do kind of feel like, okay, well, I've been there, done it, but this is kind of still, it's a new way to do it, I guess, and it's fun. And if you haven't played those other games, it's not going to be an issue. But the only real issue I had here is at times I really, really don't like it when games get mathy. And what I mean by that is I don't like it when games take you out of the theme and constrict you by just the numbers, so that you're thinking, okay, well, if we do it this way, no, that's not going to work. Okay, if we do it this way, that's not going to work. If we do it this way, and you're trying to game it, and it loses some of the thematic stuff. In this game, it's okay. I can move here and do this, but I don't have the actions for it, Or I can do here and do that, yeah, but I don't have the actions for it. Or wait, on your turn you can do this, but that's not, And I just, it does lose something there, and I just don't like games that do that in general. And I guess it's not even a question of the mechanics so much as it is the theme strong enough to overcome it, or is it the theme integrated well enough that it doesn't make it matter to me, if that makes sense. But here, that was an issue for me a few times. It didn't overwhelm me and my enjoyment of the game, but it was distracting. It was a distraction for the game. Generally speaking, I enjoyed The Captain is Dead. I thought it was a lot of fun. I believe this was a Game Crafter game that AEG picked up, so I loved a Game Crafter. But it's fun. I really did get a kick out of it. It felt like a thematic spaceship game and less like a puzzle game, which for me is a good thing. Again, I want that kind of space theme rather than just a by the numbers game. And while the by the numbers stuff is there and it happens and it comes up, I think the theme is overall is strong enough to overcome that, even if at times it kind of breaks down in its constituent elements. So a recommendation for the discriminating gamer is, I'm going to say try it before you buy it, but a very, very positive try it before you buy it. I really got a kick out of this game. Thank you once again for joining us today on The Discriminating Gamer. As always, we ask you to please leave a comment for us on YouTube, on Board Game Geek, on our Facebook page, or on thediscriminatinggamer.com. We ask you to please like us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube, and follow us on Twitter. We are The Discriminating Gamer. Hold on one second. Hello? Yes, this is Cody. What? I don't think you understand. That could mean the end of all life on Earth. I have to go. Please somebody help me on my feet again, and I don't know where I'm going.